Enjoy it. Watch it go. Acuna has done it again.
It just seemed like a bad matchup, right? You're not going to overpower him, and this is a sweeper that sits on the inner third.
Good morning. What is up? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell, and Ronald Acuna has done it again. My favorite player in baseball, absolutely crushing it. Feels like old times, doesn't it? Just mashing Ronald Acuna bets over and over and over. I love it. Good morning. Welcome into Driving the Line. As I said, my name is Alan Bell. Got a fantastic show lined up for you today. And for good luck and good karma, okay? Got to give a shout out to our dude. All right. What up, AB? Brent here from Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. Let's get it. All right. So first off, Brent, good to see you. Second off, Soddy Daisy, Tennessee, if anyone isn't familiar. All right. Near Chattanooga, one of the premier names in all of cities in the country, Soddy Daisy. It's as beautiful as it sounds, and great athletics down there. Always. Ever since I was, in high school. Soddy Daisy, man, brought it. Wrestling, baseball, soccer, you name it, dude. Soddy Daisy, ton of athletes coming out of there. So, Brent, good to see you. Damn sure going to be a good day. Good morning to everyone. And, yeah, Pat said, hey, your TV is on. It is on. I know. We're risking it for the biscuit. All right. Plus, I was a little lazy. I didn't want to turn it off. Oop, got him. Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Can't let the throw beat you like that. All right. Let's get into it for today. Our picks. Actually, the recap. So, yesterday, okay, Ronald Acuna again. What of total bases gets that one. SGA over 1.5 threes gets that one. Florida State, North Carolina over 12.5. We get to 12. Oh, Hook gets us there. Tennessee and Vanderbilt over 12. So, Vanderbilt run rules Tennessee 10-0. And depending on your book, let me know, did they kick yours back? Did they void the bet since it was only played 7 innings? But, yeah, Vanderbilt. Look, shout out to Vanderbilt, okay? Dude, Vanderbilt absolutely came to play. Tennessee did not. And Vanderbilt's proven once again, air whooping up on Tennessee and have been over the last month and a half. Okay. Yep, Tuber. Yep, mine was too. Voided on DraftKings, absolutely. So that's why I love that DraftKings does that. Absolutely love it, man. Curtis, good morning, buddy. Good to see you. And then in home runs, Ronald Acuna plus 400, got that one. Brent Rooker, home run plus 425, got that one. Tizzle put together a parlay. Man, we had Aaron Judge, he hit a bomb. Brent Rooker, he hit a bomb. All right, Bryce Harper does not, but Kyle Schwarber does. Yeah. So if you had Schwarber on there, I think it was plus 3,700 something around there. Dude, absolutely nice. My man Dustin said Fanatics great advantage is a loss. Yeah, man, Fanatics and FanDuel are brutal. Absolutely brutal with it. DraftKings is my favorite. BetMGM is pretty good too, but I have to give respect to DraftKings. The fact that they void those bets, yeah, solid. Tuber, if you bet the under on that, would it be voided or win? Just curious. I believe it'd be voided as well. Which would stink. But yeah. Fantasy Life, MGM graded as a lot. Yeah, they don't mess around with the voids. DraftKings, I think, is the only one I've seen that does it absolutely every time. Right. So it's nice to have that insurance. Now, if you did play the under, that would stink. If anybody has any experience with that, I really don't ever play any unders. But I have before, and they voided it out. Especially if they void out the wins, they void out the losses. But yeah. So okay. Let's get into it for today. But Game 3 reaction last night. Tried something new. Check the feeds on YouTube at Driving the Line here. I've got a Game 3 reaction video where I went through basically right after the game of Game 3 there, where the Timberwolves absolutely demolished the Thunder, 143-101. And it's pretty good video, man. Like, we react immediately in real time, right? But also we broke down why and how Minnesota won the game, what they did correctly. All right. And then we grab the opening line for game 4 and break down what to expect in that one. So I think you'll really enjoy it. Go check that out. It's in your feeds. It's on the my Twitter. It's on Driving the Lines Twitter. Go check it out. I think it's like 12 minutes long. It's a very quick video, but it's really informative. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'll do the same thing for the game tonight. So that's what we have. Let's get into our picks. Let's break these down. Let me get the chat popping here on screen. All right, so Clemson, North Carolina, over 10.5, minus 115. This thing was moving this morning, so if you get it at 11, I'll ride that with you. Let me know. Drop that in the chat if you do. But, yeah, we're going to go Clemson, North Carolina, over 10.5. Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, over 10.5. And these are conference championship games. Who'd have thought Ole Miss and Vanderbilt would be in it? But that's what makes it great, man. So we got Clemson, North Carolina, going to be a hell of a game. Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, over 10.5. That's going to be a hell of a game. It's going to be fun. And then we're going to go Ronald Acuna over 1.5 total bases. Look, if it ain't broke, knock on wood, I ain't going to try to fix it. Sundays in Major League Baseball obviously can be weird. It's a final day in series across Major League Baseball. So you have travel planned for tonight, tomorrow, etc. So be careful. We'll talk more about that in just 1 second. But with Acuna, the way he's swinging the stick, man, I'm going to ride it. I'm going to ride it till he tells me not to. I'm interested to see when he gets stolen bases going. I'm fascinated to see that. He hasn't really been on base. It's a home run or he struck out. So there you go. I don't know what 2+ strikeouts are. Might not be a bad play. But those are the 3 plays that we have for today. But we have one more. Pull this full screen. All right, who wants to get wild today? NBA. Okay. Got the Pacers. We got the Knicks at the Pacers. Okay. Pacers up 2-0. Put together a threes parlay plus 455. Halliburton, 2+ threes. Brunson, 2+ threes. Siakam, 2+ threes. Karl Anthony Towns, 2+ threes. Put those 4 together, plus 455. So if you want to get down a little wild parlay for some threes tonight with me, man, let's get nuts. Yeah, Austin said it right there. Let's get nuts. All right, let's do it. Now, if you wanted to take, say, Karl Anthony Towns out of that, I think it's around 250. Or maybe you want to keep Cat and take Siakam. It's around 250. So if you don't want to go, in full with 4 dudes, totally get it, right? You could drop that one down and still get, almost 3 times your money. So, yeah, Mario said, let's go AB, use a DK boost. Me too, baby. Me too. Let's get it. Okay. If you could hit the like button for me, it would be massive. I won't ask you for anything else. All right. If you're watching on your phone, just pull the screen down, hit like, pop it right back up. We'll be good to go. All right. Let's jump into the NBA today. So, like we said, all right, game 3 in Indiana, and the Pacers lead 2-0. Pacers 2.5-point favorites, total of 223.5. Money lines both in play here. Where are you going? I mean, this is a must-win for New York. I mean, we talked about being a must-win for Minnesota last night, but Minnesota was at home. This is absolutely a must-win. And you know what, Adam, my boy? You took the words right out of my mouth. I think there's going to be points all over the court today on both sides. I think they're going to be shooting like crazy. The Knicks are going to have to let it fire, and especially if the Pacers get up, the Knicks are going to fire 1,000,000 threes. 1,000,000 threes. And I think the Pacers do too, playing at home. That's why I liked playing the threes parlay today. If the Knicks win, game 4, total-wise, could be different. And I talked about that in the reaction video of the Thunder at the Timberwolves game. And did we not nail it too? All right. If the Timberwolves got up big, Thunder would start pulling dudes. I think SGA got pulled with what, 4 minutes left in the third? Now, I don't think we're going to have anything like that tonight. But, I mean, it's a must-win for the Knicks, right? So, yeah, I think that you could play the Knicks plus 2.5 if you wanted. But I think the over might be a better play. Go5 says the league wants the Knicks to win. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Z-Money, Pacers have never won an Eastern Conference Finals home game on race day. Ooh. Oh, it is the Indy 500, isn't it? Over 3. All games are even in the series for what it's worth. Nice. Dude, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling the over. Now, that's a big number. Rick says, watch how the officials are calling the game. The league wants the Knicks in the finals. Yeah. Japan, AB, any French Open picks? Not from me. You tell me. Where are we going? I want in on it. I just don't know. But I'm definitely on that. Matt Logan said, books still haven't caught up to McConnell. Cashing is over the ease in the series. There we go. See, that's why. It takes all of us right there. Japan, I got one Carlos winner at plus 120. All right, I'm in. I'm in, baby. Let's go. Curtis said, yeah, the Knicks win this game is probably going under. Yeah, like I would assume that if the Knicks win this game, it means the Pacers are not hitting shots. They're going to put them up. They're not hitting them. Austin Thompson says, I'll put my French Open picks in Discord. Yeah. Please do that. Curtis said, TJ over 13.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That's the play. I like that one. Chip Aller, what happened to your partner player? Well, they gone. They gone. Rich said, are the number one starters going in the 2 college games you gave out? If not, definitely should go. No, they're not. Not that either team is down on pitching. Ole Miss is. Vanderbilt's in a much better place, pitching wise, than Ole Miss is. Much better. Oh, and speaking of that, I'm glad that you said that. So, all right, that's the NBA. Keep talking about it. Keep dropping them in. Your thoughts there. So we will get college baseball regionals laid out hopefully tonight. I think it should be tonight. If it does, I'm going to drop a video on it immediately. All right. I'm going to take a look, we probably won't have lines, but we'll be able to break down, game 1, because it'll be 4 teams at each regional, 16 regionals. All right. Hosted by the top 16 teams in the country. Okay. So that's how it works. It'll be 4 teams in each regional, 64 teams. I'll get the bracket up too so that we can all fill out because it plays out just like the NCAA tournament in basketball, right? So I'll get all that up. I'll get a video up and we'll get ready. And we'll go through it heavy tomorrow. Heavy. Big Chip said, who you like college baseball today? No, here. Look, I can put the picks back up real quick. Only have 2 plays. I think we only have like 6 games today, but 6 or 7. Clemson, North Carolina, over 10.5. If you can't get 10.5, if you can only get 11 because it was moving, I'll ride 11 with you, right? Ole Miss and Vanderbilt over 10.5. So those are the 2 college baseball that I like. Like I said, it's Championship Sunday, so we don't have a ton of games that are out there. But yeah, as soon as we get the regionals and all that officially laid out, I'll get a video up on that. And again, it won't be a live video, but it'll get you set up very well. And then we'll, starting tomorrow, we'll go through it heavy all week. Because the games will be this weekend. All right, so that's what we have in the NBA. Let's jump over to Major League Baseball. Home runs. Pull the chat off here. Aaron Judge, the dude just continues to launch. Plus 145. Cal Raleigh, nice spot here. Plus 210. Rafael Devers, the Red Sox, plus 330. Brandon Lowe, the Rays, great hitting space today, plus 450. And then Ronald Acuna, same deal as Aaron Judge. They keep hitting them. We're going to keep listing them. So where are you going today? All right, if I took Aaron Judge and Acuna out of it, probably Rafael Devers. Cal Raleigh's got a great spot too, but I think Rafael Devers would be my guy, plus 330. I think that'd be my spot. TJ says, like Shohei Ohtani today, plus 200, but has great numbers against Senga. I feel like he always goes hard. Yeah, he does. Matt F says, Acuna, plus 475. I'm telling you, boy. I'm with it. Liddy, my boy, I said he's going Rafael Devers. Yeah, Devers is a tough one not to take. Big Mosh. Guys, happy Sunday baseball. Happy Sunday indeed, man. Yeah. I'm going to go Devers. Michael says, where can I find Brad's picks? Yep. If you go to the front of the YouTube page, Driving the Line, his video is up there. I'll link it in the comments after the show and pin it at the top. But yeah, if you just go to Driving the Line, the YouTube page, got it all set up there. He's got all the MLS plays for today. All right, so those are our home runs. Keep dropping in. What you like? Father Whale, ECU, Western Kentucky, and Vanderbilt parlay. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's solid. Yeah, that's solid indeed. Michael, oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you, man. All right, let's go into weather. All right, Blue Jays and the Rays. Look at this. Temperature low 90s. Humidity through the friggin' roof. Almost at 100 degrees feels like. Rays playing at George M. Steinbrenner Field, Minor League Park. Very hittable for home runs. And you got wind even blowing out a little bit for you. Right-handed pull hitters have an excellent shot, but not just right-handed guys. Any hitters on both teams. Excellent hitting conditions today. You couldn't ask for anything better here. Anything better. Huge humidity. Yankees and the Rockies. So be careful in this game. All right, temperature 60 degrees. It's fine. Feels like 55. Not bad, honestly, for playing up there in elevation, but the rain. All right, you see it. 14%, moving to 34%, moving to 63% towards the end. Be careful in this game. Again, doesn't always mean the rain's going to fall. And if it doesn't, that humidity is going to sit. It'd be nice. Now, it's not a ton of humidity, but it helps. All right, wind's blowing in, but nothing really too terrible to, get worried about. But it's the rain. So just be careful in this game if you're betting props, if you're betting the game runs. Rain can throw things off. Phillies and the A's. Look, temperature, high 70s. Feels like mid 70s. Humidity, great for out there. Another game being played in a minor league park. And you got wind blowing out. And blowing out more as the game goes. I think yesterday it was 9-6 in extra innings. Yeah. Both teams show up. You're going to have runs in this one, Hoss. And then finally, Padres and the Braves. Okay. 4:10 p.m. Eastern. Temperature, low 80s. Feels like mid 80s. And that's because of the precipitation. And that's exactly what we want right there. All right. We want low percentage, sitting early, sitting all game. Might not get any rain whatsoever, but you're going to get that humidity. Look at it. Feels like, shoot. And you've got the wind blowing out. If the Padres and the Braves show up, there's going to be a ton of runs in this game. Ton of runs. All right. Hitter versus pitcher historicals. Brandon Lowe against Chris Bassett. All right, 7 hits, 14 at bats, 2 walks, 3 home runs. Yordan Alvarez against Castillo, 9 hits, 19 at bats, 3 home runs, 2 walks. All right, Friedel against Ben Brown, 2 hits, 5 at bats, both hits being home runs. Josh Naylor against Sonny Gray, 6 hits, 19 at bats, 2 home runs. Rafael Devers against Dean Douglas Kramer, 7 hits, 20 at bats, 3 walks, 2 bombs. Solid for Devers. Salvador Perez against the Twins, 8 hits, 22 at bats, 2 home runs. Goldschmidt, he's due. 8 hits, 21 at bats, 3 walks, 2 home runs. Sean Murphy against Dylan Cease, 1 hit and 11 at bats, that one being a home run. Adolis Garcia against the White Sox, 2 at bats, 1 hit, that being a home run. So there, yep, you can see it. The comment of the day, Jay-Z Soldier 23, I have no clue about Houston. Me neither. No one does. Let me tell you, you have phenomenal hitting conditions. Now, you got a retractable roof, but the humidity there is insane. And the wind is insane blowing out. Again, retractable roof. So you got to take a little bit off of that. But if these guys show up, I mean, that's why we have Cal Raleigh up there as well. If these guys show up, Mariners or the Astros, you have a ton of runs. You just never know about Houston. And Seattle could be the same way. So, yeah, I agree with you. All right, let's invert it here. Jose Ramirez gets cue ball. 9 hits, 25 at bats, 3 walks. Jeremy Pena against Luis Castillo, 7 hits, 20 at bats. Nico Horner against Nick Lodolo, 4 hits, 11 at bats. Trent Grisham of the Yankees, 4 hits, 22 at bats. Ronald Acuna against Dylan Cease. Look at that. 4 at bats, 3 hits, 2 walks. Acuna for a walk today might not be a bad play. Saya Suzuki, the Cubs, against Lodolo. 3 hits, 9 at bats. Look at that. 3 hits, 9 at bats, 6 walks. Might be a play there. Verdugo of the Braves against Dylan Cease. 3 hits, 14 at bats. Jose Altuve against Castillo. 3 hits, 16 at bats. Stat here from my man Big Slick. Rick Fun Cannon Jr. The under is 9-0 when Kota Senga starts for the Mets. Wow. That's a stat. Can get Schwarber plus 405. That's not bad either. Dude's mashing. David Acuna, another home run or walk. Yep, completely agree. I've got Brewers money line, Tigers 1.5, Yankees parlay, and Phillies parlay. Hope the Tigers can win one here. There we go. You see, I'm on Acuna walk too. Absolutely. Absolutely a great call. And if he gets a walk, if Ronald Acuna gets a walk, he will test it on a stolen base. I'm going to go ahead and call that now. If he gets a single, he will test it on a stolen base. So I don't know what the number is on that, but that could be a sneaky play. Go Fives, Jack Leiter. My boy, Jack Leiter. Former Vanderbilt stud. Man, he's doing all right. He's hanging in there. I like a Leiter. All right, hitting streaks. Jose Ramirez again. 17 straight games with a hit. Spencer Steer, 12 straight games with a hit. All right, Sovers, 11 straight games with a hit. Taylor Ward continues. Jackson Holiday. We talk about him every freaking day. Jackson Holiday is a hell of a baseball player already. This dude comes to the plate ready to hit, ready to be aggressive. Dude, 10 straight games with a hit. Love it. All right, Vinny Pasquantino, 8 straight games with a hit. Lawrence Butler there, 7 straight games. Not a bad look either. He doesn't get the attention, but that dude can hit. That dude can hit. Xavier Edwards. Yep. TJ said it. Been on this list. Got to start using it. Yep. KC3. Ronald Acuna walk. Stolen base parlay. Yes, it would. He's going to test it. Ronald Acuna knows nothing but pure aggressive baseball. And that's why I love everything about him. He's going to test it. I love him. All right. Those are our hitting streaks for today. Pull this back down. Let me get our picks back up on the screen. Okay. Clemson, North Carolina, over 10.5, minus 115. Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, over 10.5, minus 115. Ronald Acuna, over 1.5 total bases, plus 110. And then the NBA parlay tonight. All right, game 3, Knicks to the Pacers. I'm going to put 4 legs together here. Each guy to hit 2 or more threes. Tyrese Halliburton, 2+, Jalen Brunson, 2+, Pascal Siakam, 2+, Karl Anthony Towns, 2+, plus 455. Now, if you want to take Siakam or Anthony Towns off and just run it a 3-leg parlay, I believe it should be around plus 250, somewhere around there. Let's see. So those are our plays. David, Ronald Acuna plus 130 for a walk. That is not a bad look at all, especially if this game is tight. I love that look. My man, Big Jeff, JB, like Indy over, can't take the Knicks. I feel you on that. I feel you, and if the Pacers, like, I don't think we're going to see a game like we did last night on either side. I don't think we're going to see a 42-point blowout. But if the Pacers are hitting their shots, the Knicks are going to have to shoot a ton tonight. A ton. It is not a bad game to take Knicks props, player props. And remember this too. They're a team that does not pull you can't pull starters now. If you're down tonight, if you're the Knicks and you're already down 2-0, you ain't pulling anybody. So even if you don't like if you're playing the Pacers, money line or spread, okay, playing Knicks player props is not a bad insurance play. You could hit both, or it could save you if the Pacers, play doesn't come through. If the Pacers play does come through, you could still hit them. New York has no choice but to fire all game long. Now, the big thing is early in the game because, look, again, make sure to go watch, even if you don't want to watch all of it, which I'm not saying don't do that because it's a great video. All right, but the game 3 reaction, jump in there, give it a view, give it a like, but we break down exactly why and how Minnesota put it all over Oklahoma City, and it's what they did early. It's absolutely what they did early. They took OKC out of it, and they used Oklahoma City's missed threes in transition to hit their own threes. And, I mean, you're talking about 6-point swings over and over and over and over. And look at the distribution that Minnesota had. Brad said it was a great video. Hey, I appreciate it, buddy. And thanks for your picks, too, in the Discord for golf for this weekend. Yeah, go watch that video. I think that you'll enjoy it. And I'm working on building out a new way to do our crew exclusives so that we can literally select a game that we're live betting. Yeah, we'll get that going. But this will set you up nicely for game 4. I assure you of that. But with that, there are comparing it to tonight's NBA game. The Knicks cannot let Indiana get out ahead. They can't. So I think it's going to be a fast start from both sides because what does Indiana have to lose? You just come out and shoot. Like, playing Indiana player props. It's not going to be bad. You're not going to want to slow it down, right? Because if you're slowing it down, that's letting New York run their style of play. And you're going to be at home, and it's going to be loud. Like, Indiana, both of these teams are going to shoot a million shots tonight. I bet you see a ton of three-point opportunities. Now, it doesn't mean that, either side is going to be drilling them. I think that they will. But you are going to see, because there's no point on either side. Like, there is for New York to slow it down early if Indiana is hitting their threes, if they are getting to the free throw line, if they are just putting up points. New York will want to slow it down. But you're gonna see both teams shooting so much tonight because there's no reason not to on either side. If you're Indiana, this is a complete house money game. Complete house money. If the worst thing in the world happens and you lose by 100, who cares? Coming right back game 4 at home, right? Now, I'm not saying that they don't care. I'm just saying that this is a complete house money game for Indiana. So they're going to shoot. And New York is the complete opposite. They have to score. Have to. Kirk said Siakam over 20.5 seems like a lot. I agree. Now, let me say this, and we'll jump out of here because I don't want to keep you on your Sunday. And again, thank you all for tuning in. Huge number. Thank you. I don't know the answer to this question, but rebounds are a good look for player props. Now, I don't have a name or a number for you on that, so use your own discretion. But when you have a ton of shots going up, which you will absolutely have tonight, you will have a ton of rebounds, a ton of them. So take a look there as you're going through. We've got all day. I think the game is 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. So you got plenty of time. But rebounds, player prop rebounds could be massive. Now, again, it's tough because if you shoot from outside, you tend to get longer rebounds. I mean, that's why we see Steph Curry a lot of times rack up 1 billion rebounds because you get a lot of outside shots. That said, yeah, you're going to have a ton of them. Japan says Spicy P ain't scoring like that again. Raymond James, Caitlin Clark, 20.6 rebounds, 6 assists. All right, there we go. We need to get WNBA going on this show. Yeah. Atlanta, Connecticut, 157.5 under. Atlanta just played yesterday, entire legs, and Connecticut's just a bad team. Okay, there. Shoot, I'm in. It's a good look, brother. Kirk, Karl Anthony Towns over 10.5 rebounds plus money. Yep. Rebounds are going to be big. Let me say, you could get both here, but you're either going to have a game go way over, or you're going to have a lot of dudes hitting rebound props. A lot of them. One or the other has to happen because you're going to get shots, right? And that's kind of a way to look at it. If you kind of tree branch, like if you were to whiteboard how the game's going to go, I mean, you're going to get one or the other because you're going to get shots. Now, fouls come into play. I could see New York getting to the free throw line a lot tonight. I could see it. But, yeah. I just think you're going to have a lot of shots up on both sides because, again, Indiana, why not? The only thing you don't want to do is slow it down and hand it on a silver platter for New York. That's the only thing you don't want to do. If you put up a bunch of shots and don't hit them and you lose, whatever. Come right back for game 4 at home. All right? And hammer them. So, again, I'm not saying that Indiana's not going to care. I'm just saying it is house money for Indiana. And New York, complete opposite. Complete opposite. They have to score all game. If you're a starter for New York coming into this game, you know that not that you're going to play every minute, but you're going to be playing a lot because there's, I mean, there's you have to win this game. You cannot go down 3-0. You cannot do it on the road. You cannot do it. John said it. Yeah. The Pacers don't know how to slow it down. No, they don't. Like you're going to see a ton of shots. And again, doesn't mean that they're hitting them, but you're going to get them. All right. So taking a look at rebounds. Yeah, that's the way to go. All right. We'll jump out of here. Again, make sure to check out the video game 3 reaction. It is in your feeds now. Also, make sure to check out Brad's MLS picks for this weekend before the games get going. Check that one out as well. It is in your feeds too. So I'll tweet them all out. I'll link them all up together so you can see it. But yeah, just go to the front page of at Driving the Line on YouTube, and you will find it there. Big John, thank you, brother. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Sure do appreciate you. Let me hit the picks one more time, and then we'll jump out of here. So Clemson, North Carolina, college baseball over 10.5. Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, college baseball over 10.5. The SEC championship. Ronald Acuna over 1.5 total bases at plus 110. And then NBA parlay tonight. All right, 2+3s from these 4 dudes. Halliburton, 2+3s. Brunson, 2+3s. Siakam, 2+3s. Karl Anthony Towns, 2+3s at plus 455. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. Cannot thank you enough for everything that you do for Driving the Line. Make sure to check out the 2 videos in the feeds, both Game 3 reaction and MLS soccer picks. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Sunday, and we will see you tomorrow. Best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and let's get it. Thank you.
Who's got it better than us?